Ladies and gentlemen, poggers and lovers, we're back. Welcome to the Otaku Brothers podcast. My name is Joseph, your co-host, joined by my lovely co-host, Ben Chan. Guys, we have an amazing show for you all today. And first of all,
Well,
before we start, I just want to say thank you all so much for the love and support this last month. It has been our best year on YouTube. Best month on YouTube.
that's
And
awesome.
which is kind of crazy. So we really love the
Good to
support. Thank
hear.
you all so much. It's been awesome. We got some good stuff planned in the work for you all today. Or not today, but in the upcoming months. It's going to be exciting times. So I just can't say from the bottom of my heart, thank you. And yeah, I guess without further ado, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button for more. Let us know what y'all are watching. My Hero just came out. It's awesome. We got a lot of fun stuff to talk about today. But Ben, like usual, how have you been, my friend?
I've been I've been great, Joseph. You know, for the first time in I don't know how long,
It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
I am proud to say that my week has not just been school and work.
Yeah,
I'm very happy.
we've done
Had
it.
some time off. I passed my exam today. I found I passed my exam today.
Awesome. Round of applause.
The average was a 30.
Oh my god. Dude, I will say, Ben, I don't get how people in majors like what you have, and like my other buddy, for example, he's a chemistry major, and I genuinely don't know how he's alive. He
It
shows me,
sucks.
he's like, hey dude, guess what I got on my test today? And I'm like, oh, what'd you get, man? He's like, a 24. And I'm like, what? And he's like, oh, it's okay, I'm above average actually. And I'm like, dude,
Yeah,
I can't comprehend the fact that someone can go to class and get a 30% on a paper and be like, I'm passing. Like,
that's what I'm feeling for one of my classes.
it's
It was so hard.
it's ridiculous.
And
Yeah,
I literally don't care as long as I pass.
I don't get that.
It's like
Like that is so breaking. Like that is I don't
not a good
understand.
mentality to have,
It's really not, especially
but
as
unfortunately, some people,
yeah.
it's just
No, as somebody who was raised in a household where it's like if you don't get an A, like there's really no excuse for you not to get an A. Is how the house I was kind of grew up in, and it's like
mhm.
whenever I see that, I'm just like, yeah, I got a 20, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. And he's like, it's fine though. Like I'm still passing the class, and I'm just like, what? It's
Yeah. No,
ridiculous,
some of these
man.
classes are hard,
No, and
and
so
like
oh sorry, go ahead, keep going.
it's it's tough.
Hmm.
Like, so one of my classes was like a project-based class, and I've talked to you about
Yes, yeah.
that whole thing.
Hmm.
Um, and so that took a lot of my attention
Yeah.
and time. Like the time I had to put into that class compared to these other ones is like terrible.
Hmm.
And on top of that, I still have my internship to like juggle.
That's
So doing
right.
that class in my internship, it's hard to put as much focus into these classes as I normally would.
Hmm.
But still, I think if I put more time into it, then yeah, I would have got a better grade. But
Hmm.
like all I was caring about this semester is that project-based class. Because if I don't pass that, then I literally can't graduate.
Yeah. No, I
'Cause I
totally
have to
get that.
redo. It's like a 2 semester class. So I have to
Oh.
redo a whole year.
Oh. Ew.
Yeah.
That's insane. Yeah, that's ridiculous, man. I'm sorry you had to go through that.
It
But
was fun. I don't care. I got an A
oh,
in the class.
okay. There you I'm happy for you then. That's good. That's good. That's what it's all about.
We're back.
Congrats,
We're
man.
kind of
Congrats.
back.
We're back.
Thank
We're
you.
so back. But yeah, no, he was telling me my buddy in this class of his is that I'm like, okay, so what do you need to get in the class to get an A? And he's like, I don't know. And I'm like, what? And he said, there's no, like, you know how for some classes, when you get a syllabus, it has the grading scale, like right here, you need this to get an A, pretty much.
Hmm.
He said that they don't have that in their class. He said the way it works is that every test that you take, you get told what the average is. And so therefore, if you're above average, you can assume that you're getting an A or something along those lines.
Yes.
And so I'm like, what? So if the whole class, if the average is like a 15% in the class and you get like a 30% in the class, you get like a 30, you get an
Hmm.
A. And I'm just like, that's ridiculous. How, like, that's
That's how
insane.
one of the professors in my degree, that's how he does it. So
That's,
usually the average lies around an 80. And so how he does it is if you get on the average, it's a C. So
Oh
if you get
my
like,
gosh.
let's say for one of the exams, the average was a 65. If you get a 65, that is a C. 12 points above that, that is a B. Then 12 points above that, that is an A.
That's insane. No, that's
So that could go as
ridiculous.
low as a 30, and as long as you get like 24 points higher than the average, then you'll get an A.
That's insane. See, but then that's crazy too because if you're in a really hard, like if everybody in your class is super smart, it's like,
Hmm.
doesn't that mean that like people are just by the way the class is designed are gonna fail, like get
Yeah,
lower classes,
yeah.
which
I
is
mean,
which is
most of the time, the
ridiculous.
average stays as like people that won't intentionally like do bad to drop the average.
Mm-hmm. Of
Like
course.
most of the time, the average stays around a normal exam.
Okay.
But sometimes it's just a benefit if one's really hard and like no one understands the concept.
Mm-hmm. I guess that's fair. But wow, that's ridiculous. But sorry to bore y'all with school facts and things like that. But just to say that we're done and that we are excited for the summer. Japan is right around the corner, clocking in at around somewhere like what 4 weeks, less than 4 weeks probably, which
Yeah.
is ridiculous. So yeah, we got a lot of fun stuff happening this summer. It's gonna be a great time, and I mean, yeah, it's exciting. As you can see behind me, there's no manga shelf; it's gone. I started packing up, and I'm moving out of here in like 2 weeks. So you're probably only gonna see one more podcast from me in this setup forever, and then it's back to a new setup. So it's kind of crazy. I'm gonna miss this place. We had some good memories here. But I guess along those lines, it was fun packing up all my manga. I have currently packed up all the manga that I had here, and I won't be able to see it for a whole 3 months. So it's gonna be sad. I'm gonna miss it. I have all of my Jujutsu Kaisen, Chainsaw Man, everything um, locked up away for now, which is very sad. But I have them. I made sure to take notes of which volumes I have, so I can keep collecting because I know a new volume of
Hmm.
JJK came out and Chainsaw Man, so I need to cop those. So don't we still cooking? We still cooking is what I'm
Hmm.
saying. But yeah, I mean, exciting times, exciting times. Ben, how are you gonna like move out, man? Like this is just I see like this is like place is just so synonymous with you to me.
I honestly need to start packing because I don't want to be the person who's um does everything last minute. And
Hmm.
I know I'm really picky about packing and where stuff goes.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, some things may be in the works with my dad. I don't know if I
Okay,
talked to you about that.
you haven't, but
Um, that may be one thing, and then if not, I need to find a place,
hmm
preferably closer to my work.
yeah, that'd be good. That'd be awesome.
But I
But
have until August.
oh well, you don't gotta start packing. Then you got plenty of time.
I don't want. I get it over with.
That's fair. That's fair. I get that. Well, I wouldn't stress too much about it, man. I think you'll be Gucci. But yeah, I mean, without further ado, let's get into some anime. Let's get into some the reason why you all clicked on this
Do it.
video in the first place. What's been going on in the anime world? I guess we could start off by saying that we didn't have no Go Go Loser Ranger this week
That was
because
hilarious. That's stupid.
the reason being there was golf tournament in Japan that was being covered on the same network that I guess covers Loser Ranger, and so
Hmm.
therefore it couldn't air this week's episode. So they had to go on hiatus for a week, which is just very funny. That was the reason that the show got postponed for a golf tournament coverage, and so yeah, no
Yeah,
Loser Ranger this week, which is very depressing. It was kind of sad. I was missing that show a lot, but
that's really funny,
it
actually.
happens. It happens. It
Does it
happens.
happen? I
I
don't know.
guess not. I guess it really doesn't. You're right. There's no way you can cover that up. But yeah, so we missed that show unfortunately. But luckily, we had My Hero to come in and cover it up, take over for it. Um, yeah, exciting stuff. But before we get into that, I did want to finally say, guys, I did it. I finished Crocono Basket. It
Let's
happened.
go.
I am so happy. I'm so excited that it's over. It was an incredible, awesome anime. I'm so grateful for Ben for putting me on it. It was such a fun watch. I think it was definitely something I needed. It was necessary, I feel. It almost felt like a slice of life in a way. I guess because it is just about basketball, right? That it
Yeah.
was just very teamwork, friends, and I was just like, oh, it was very coming of age. It was awesome. I loved it so much. We got to watch the movie. It's going to be a good
Hmm.
time. I'm very excited for it. Is the movie.
I was just surprised you hadn't seen it yet when I asked you about it. It just seems like such a
Yeah,
you show,
yeah.
and I was like, oh,
hmm I
wow.
I never I don't know. Well, I guess because I'd never been into sports anime before before Blue Lock, so I
Hmm.
never really felt a need, I guess, to watch it. But I'm very glad I did. I'm very glad I did. I can say full heartedly it was a great time. It took me a
What's
lot longer than I should have, but yeah.
what's the next sports anime you're gonna watch?
I think if I had to watch another one, it'd probably be Haikyuu. I think that'd be
Oh,
the next sports anime
Haikyuu's
I'd
really
watch.
good.
See,
I don't
yeah.
know why. It's so good. I really enjoy it.
See, but I just don't know if I could do the whole thing where it's like one match in a whole season. That's crazy to me.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
that's some Dragon Ball type pacing, bro.
I get that.
And like with Kroger no Basket, what I really appreciate is that there were like four matches throughout a season, which I was like, okay.
Hmm.
And then in between each match, there's like a, not a filler, but more of like to just settle in, and we get to see like the daily routines of the players and kind of them getting into the headspace for the next match, which I really like. But in Haikyuu, I've heard that there's just like a season where it's one match, and I'm like, that's crazy,
Yeah.
because I don't know, but if you're saying it's really good, I'm assuming do they do a lot of flashbacks and things like that in between matches? No. So is it just fully like
Uh, yeah, it kind of just gets right to the point
so like how do you get to develop characters if it's just like straight up
throughout the
matches?
matches.
Really?
A
Okay.
lot of the development happens during the matches,
Mhm.
at least the big ones. There are
Interesting.
matches that aren't as important that go by a lot quicker,
Mhm.
but it kind of is the same format where there was a tournament, and so some of the more important matches took a
Yeah.
lot longer to.
But
Uh,
see, and I see what I really
yeah.
liked about Kuroko no Basket is that even though I feel like what's very challenging for me with sports animes too is that I feel like I always have this notion that since they're the main characters, they're going to win it all. And so I
Hmm.
think that you need to do a good job of creating a story where you can, even though they may win it all, just getting there is rewarding in itself. And I think that Kuroko no Basket did an excellent job of that.
Hmm.
I knew Blue Lock's a little different because it's not really a tournament for high school. It's kind of one on one, 1v1v1, so things can change. You have room to,
Hmm.
get creative with it. But in a tournament setting, I think you're very limited, and I think that you have to execute it very, very well, which Kuroko no Basket, I believe, did. And I'm sure
Hmm.
Haikyuu has done as well as has done just as well if everyone is saying that it's also as one of the best sports animes. So I'm curious to check it out. I'd be interested, and I'd wonder if it'd get me into volleyball or at least care more for it because I mean watching Croak in a Basket I feel like was just made me want to go play basketball more,
Hmm.
go hoop in the gym and go play, and I know that's probably how
Yeah.
you felt about Blue Lock, so I'm wondering how Haikyuu would make me feel, so gonna have to
Definitely
see.
piques your interest a little bit,
Oh yeah.
but
hmm
volleyball's hard.
yeah, yeah, I like sand volleyball a lot though. Sand volleyball's fun.
Yeah.
um But yeah, so that just means that I need to find a new anime to watch. I don't know yet. I'm leaning towards Vinland Saga.
Okay.
Then I know Code Geass would be good, but I'm thinking
You gotta
Vinland
watch it,
Saga.
Joseph.
I know,
You
I
gotta watch
know.
it.
I need to see Lelouch and see what he's all about, but we'll see.
Vinland Saga's long too.
It's 2 seasons, all right. It's two
It's like
seasons.
50 episodes.
Is it 25 each?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I'll watch like a 12 episode thing first, and then I'll
Yeah,
watch
you
Code
need one of
Geass.
those.
I need to just watch something simple, like Tomo-chan as a girl. I think that's what I'm gonna do next.
God.
Just give me
Oh
through a
god.
nice little rom com real fast, and then we'll
Oh god.
we'll we'll hop right back into some mind stuff. But yeah, is Lelouch or the anime? I guess Code Geass is it like? Would you say how is it quality wise, graphics wise? Is it
Pretty
pretty good?
good. It's one of the animes that aired in like the 2010s,
Mm-hmm.
but it has like really good graphics and animation.
Mm-hmm.
Um yeah, I think it looks amazing.
Awesome. That's really cool. I'm very excited to hear that. But yeah, yeah, I'm very interested to watch it. I do need to watch Code Geass. I hear incredible things. And how many seasons is it? Is it two, or is it
Two, three,
three?
two, three.
Okay.
I
I
forgot.
because I need to watch it just for the intro, and
You
just
do. Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
incredible banger intro. So I definitely need to check that out. But I guess in other news, Ben, something that I made a YouTube short on recently. So go check that out if you want a little more detail on it. But 100 Girlfriends, Ben, the 100 Girlfriends who really, 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 really love you, is getting a season 2. We got a key illustration. Ben, you need to watch this show. Like, trust me, it is hilarious. It is so so funny. You need to watch it. It's not even just like I'm watching it because like oh women romance I need it. It's more it's very funny. It does such a good job of knowing that it's not taking itself seriously, and I think the execution is just so perfect. Apparently in the
Hmm.
manga he's up to 28 girlfriends right now. So I'm very curious to see how he gets to 100 and if
It's
they'll actually get to
insane.
that. Because I mean, yeah, I mean, but just it's such a genius show, Ben, in the sense that it has so much potential for like waifus and to like sell merch because of how many girls there are in the show. Um, it does such a good job of it. Every character is so unique so far, and
Uh-huh.
it is such a funny show. But he does such a good job, the main character, of being a not like an idiot like Kaguya from Rent a Girlfriend. He's a good
Yeah.
character, and the concept is so cool. Do you know how the reason why he has to get 100 girlfriends, Ben?
I remember you told me about it, but I forgot it.
Yeah. Well, to sum it up, basically he had tried to get a girlfriend for a long time, like, and he
Hmm.
fails and fails and fails over and over again. And then one day he goes to make a wish at a love god fountain, and a
Hmm.
love god appears and says, I think the love god is like, I'll make it so you can find your true love. But the love god ends up messing up and making it to where he makes 100 girls his true love, right? But
Yeah.
so the thing is though, there's a conflict here is that if you end up having or if whichever girl you end up marrying and like getting with is your girlfriend,
Hmm.
all the other 99 girls won't have a soulmate, so they'll die. So he doesn't want the 99 other girls to die. So what do? You marry 100 girls. So that's why he's trying to get 100 girlfriends because
Okay. Yeah. Wow.
yeah.
That's
So they die if they die
beautiful.
if he doesn't get with them. So and
That's
it's so awesome. They're all just like, why on earth would I end up dating you when you already have like other girlfriends? And then they end up still getting with it. So it's awesome.
wow.
And it's so funny because you never expect it too, because they do an animation where they like zing, where they like match, they lock eyes, and then there's like that like flare, and then
Hmm.
it's just so random, and so you never expect it, and it could be anyone. So it's fun. It's a good show. I like it. It was fun. It was a good
Wow.
season.
That's
You sound taken aback. You sound lost for words.
it's just funny. I know it's just the concept of it is funny.
No, it's hilarious. That's why it works so well, I think. On paper
You know
it
what?
sounds really stupid, but it works.
You know I just realized you can watch.
Hmm.
You can watch Boshi the Rock.
Mm. I want to watch Bochi the Rock. Is that 12 episodes?
I think so.
I could do that instead. I would actually prefer that. I also wanted to watch Zom 100, but I might wait till I go back home because of Netflix. What? Is it
Mm.
not good? Don't tell me that. You're going to break my
I feel
heart.
like we've had this conversation before about how it falls off really hard.
Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. Weezems told me to watch something and then said that. I said no, that sounds dumb. And then he said JoJo's ass. And then I just went, what did he tell me to
What?
watch?
Uh,
Bakano? Is that what he said? Yeah, Bakano.
what is that?
I
I've
don't
never heard of
know.
it. He hasn't told me to watch that yet.
Bakano. Let's see. Oh, what is this? I don't know what this is. It looks a bit older. 2007.
Oh.
Interesting. I don't know, but he said respect Bakugo. I said no. He said JoJo's his ass. That's
Oh,
funny.
he's a funny guy.
He is. We love you, Wisdoms. But yeah, so that was that. 100 Girlfriends who really really love you. Definitely check it out. And then, do we also get some Demon Slayer news? I think just that it's coming out May. Isn't it coming out soon? It's
You know, like next week.
uh-oh. Well, I've already seen the first 2 episodes because of the movie. Ben hasn't, but he's read the manga, so
Yeah, I have.
I guess we'll just be kind of covering it. I think did we cover it? I think whenever I watched the movie, I think we did, but we'll go probably over it
Yeah,
once
we
again.
talked about it a little bit. Yeah,
Hmm.
it comes out next Sunday.
Yeah, I it started off really good, and like I'll say this about the movie is that It was a good movie. I would have liked for it to be longer because to show more, but because it was mostly just the fight from the previous season and then just a whole bunch of lore dump and talking.
Hmm.
So that's probably what we're gonna get for the first two episodes, I'm assuming, of this Demon Slayer uh,
I'm just I'm
anime.
still curious to see how long they're going to make it because it is so like
Short.
yeah, it's short.
See, that's why they
And
should have just done
so
a whole
there's
movie. But
I
oh
don't know, unless
well,
that's just a whole season full of
filler.
anime original content, which I will be very upset about.
Why? You don't want more Demon Slayer stuff?
I do, but we are in the arc before the best arc in Demon Slayer,
Really?
and it's just like just make it one season and we can just get to everything.
That's fair. That's fair. Ben, I want to clarify something with you though, real fast. And
Uh-oh.
this, do you think Demon Slayer would be as good if it didn't have the animation it did?
No, it wouldn't.
Okay, thank you. Uh,
That's not saying Demon Slayer doesn't have a story because it does. And it's there. I feel like that's such a bandwagon just be like, oh yeah, Demon Slayer has it just sucks, there's no story. It does. It does. The
it's
story
fun.
is there.
It's fun, but I'm not gonna
Story's
lie.
there.
I like it for the shiny colors. But regardless, regardless,
You know what? I feel like
exciting time for Demon Slayer fans. We love Demon Slayer here on the podcast. This is not a Demon Slayer slander podcast. This is only a One Piece
this
slander
isn't.
podcast. So,
Yes.
anyways, regardless, I think we should get on to our shows, Ben, unless you have any other news of recent stuff that I'm forgetting.
I have one thing I would like to talk about.
Uh
So, when was this? 3 days ago,
oh. Mm-hmm.
the producer of Bleach Thousand Year Blood War and Studio Period announced that they are making a new um faction, I guess, inside of Studio Period
Hmm.
that is focusing solely on making adult anime to manga shows.
Okay. Oh.
And so this new studio is solely working on Bleach Thousand Year Blood War, and it is claiming that the quality of these shows will be on par with likes of Demon Slayer and Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2.
That's a
And
bold
so
claim. That's a bold
it
claim.
is, but I believe it.
Wow.
Um
Okay.
yeah. And so instead of having Studio Period as a whole and
Mm.
have a few people working on Demon Slayer, they're making a whole other faction in it or
You mean
section.
Bleach?
What
Sorry,
did I
you
say?
said Demon Slayer. Working on Demon Slayer.
Sorry, I didn't.
You're,
I actually don't know what I just said a minute ago.
it's okay.
Anyways, yeah, working on Bleach, they're gonna have a whole other department that specializes in manga to anime, that kind of stuff. Um, yeah. So they're gonna be doing Bleach. They're gonna be doing the rest of Bleach.
Mhm.
And then Boruto is gonna start airing again, as well as Black Clover, and they will
Oh,
be
that's right.
seasonal,
Yes. 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 Yes.
right?
Oh my God, seasonal Boruto, bro. That could be dangerous, Ben. That could be
It
dangerous.
will be dangerous.
That could be
It will.
dangerous, Ben. Oh
Yeah.
my, that's actually that from that whole piece of news you just said. That whole thing about Boruto being seasonal is kind of the craziest thing. That's awesome. That is so
They
awesome.
s- they
Is
say the studio is taking it a step further by creating a division that'll make even better quality anime, surpassing its previous best and competing with studios such as Ufotable and Mappa, which are producing massive hits.
wow. Wow, wow. Okay, that's exciting. That is exciting. Wow,
Yeah,
okay. Good stuff, man. Good stuff, man.
I'm very
So,
excited.
okay, where did Boruto isn't because where it ended when it went on hiatus, it's not that's not going to be it's not leading up to
Mm.
Blue Vortex, right? There's still some in between.
There's still a few more chapters, I think, because it ended where Boruto killed or Kawaki killed Boruto.
Mm.
I think that's where it left off.
I need
Yeah.
do I need to watch Boruto, bro? If it comes back seasonal, then
Yes,
do
if it
we
comes back seasonal, yes.
I might catch up with Boruto if that's the
Best new
case.
gen. Mark my words.
If that happens, Ben, if we get
Quote me.
100% confirmation that it becomes seasonal, I will start watching it again. Every so often, I'll
We
just
are.
put. What do you
We
mean?
used. Remember when we used to watch it?
Yeah, did we watch it in order? Were we watching in order? I think we were.
Yes.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, I made you watch it or something.
That's right.
Or
That's
it
right.
came back again, or the new arc was starting, and I made
Hmm.
you watch it.
Wow. Okay. That's awesome. Boruto fans,
Oh,
you should be excited.
here's another quote.
Okay.
Pira established a new section called Period. This word sounds weird now. Period Films, which is dedicated to producing anime with movie level quality.
That's
That's
wild.
kind of crazy. Bleach Thousand Year Blood War Part 3 is one of the first series that will be handled by this division, and fans can rejoice by knowing that the new season will receive an even higher level of production quality than seen before.
Seen before is crazy. Seen before is a crazy thing to say.
Yeah,
That's awesome. Oh, I'm so excited. That just got me
I'm
so
very
high.
excited.
Ben, we are eating, Ben. We are eating. We are at a
It's
golden
actually crazy
age
how
of
we're born
anime.
in this. We're born in this like time.
Right? I mean, we got Demon Slayer and we got the new stuff, yeah, like Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, Chainsaw Man,
Hmm.
all the new gen, but we're still getting the old stuff too. I mean, if you're a One
Yeah,
Piece fan, which to yeah, if there's One Piece fans out there, you still got, Luffy and all of that dumb stuff. And then if you're a Naruto fan, you got Boruto Blue Vortex to look forward to and Bleach still. I mean, that's crazy. What else could you ask for, man? It's
I don't think
it's
there's much you could
I
ask
don't
for.
think there's much else you can ask for, man. So
Maybe
maybe
Weezum's texted me that he texted me out of nowhere at like 1 a.m. He said JoJo's Part 7 anime, and I said what? And they left me on red. So I don't know if he
what?
saw something about that.
No,
I haven't heard anything about that.
there's nothing yet. There hasn't been anything yet. Um, oh my god, if we got a JoJo's Part 7 announcement, bro, that would be insane. That would be
That would be
crazy. That would be
very
peak. That
insane.
would be peak life. That would be peak. But whatever, we can't hold your horses, no pun intended, to the Stillball Run fans. Um, yeah, wow, that's exciting. What an exciting news. That's great. That's awesome, Ben. Thank you for that. Um,
Of
in
course,
something that is
anytime.
extremely, extremely less important, I just found out, Ben, a very interesting fact that the Doctor Stone mangaka is actually a retired hentai artist. And so
Oh,
before Doctor
Ochi?
Stone that's what
Is that his name?
I don't know, but
I think it is actually.
I was on Twitter and it was like a thread of artists or mangakas who are former H artists, and I was like,
Oichi.
wow. And then I saw
It's
like the
Oichi.
comparison of his art to Doctor Stone. I was like, wow, I see it. So
I was on such a good streak. I got spoiled for Dr. Stone,
really.
and every time someone mentions it, I remember the spoiler, and I'd forgotten it.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
That's funny.
I'll
Well,
forget it.
eventually, if you watch the show again, you're gonna remember it because you're gonna be like, "Oh,
I
Doctor Stone."
know. But I
So
feel like if I don't remember it for long enough, I'll forget it. But
that's
it's just
true.
like every other week, I just
Remember it.
remember it.
That's how I've cleared myself with JJK spoilers. I swear I've seen things, but I just can't remember. So
God dang it. I need to stop thinking about it.
yeah. Well, anyways, I guess we should just get into our shows then. Um,
Yeah.
Shows of the week. Like we said, no loser ranger because golf. Um,
Hate
so
golf.
golf fans eating this week is all I'm saying. But so yeah, anyways, I guess let's just get into our shows. We'll start with Kaiju number 8, as that's one of the ones that we've been continuously talking about. And I'll
Mhm.
say, Ben, this one, this was a good episode. This was a great
Very
episode, dare I
good.
say.
Very good.
We got our boy Kafka and his homie trying to escape, and then we get
Yeah.
the blonde chick ending up getting Shinomiya ends up fighting and destroying all of the kaiju, and then suddenly a mysterious figure appears. Ben, this gave me very similar vibes to Attack on Titan, to shows like that, like Chainsaw Man, in the sense of we get this mysterious character who comes out and we're just like, who is he? And then they just kind of vanish, and then it gets revealed that they are in fact a human, um, walking among them, among us, if you will. So it was a good episode. We got a little flashback with Shinomiya kind of finding out why she is the way she is and acts how she does, as well as seeing Kafka reveal himself as the Kaiju number 8, and also getting confirmation of his power scale, saying that he is a 9.8 on
That's crazy.
the Kaiju scale for power, and it seems like he is one of the most powerful Kaijus in history. So that's kind of insane. But this dude who ends up one-shotting Shinomiya also seems like he is kind of a threat as well. But
Mhm.
I mean that it was a good episode, Ben. I think overall it was awesome. We finally got some more, and also Ben, the animation was really good in this episode. It felt really good,
Yeah.
and gory, dude. It gets gory when it needs to be, which I really appreciate and like.
Yeah, her arm. That's
Yeah.
a.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, her arm broke. That was not fun.
Ugh.
Yeah, that was kind of creepy. But yeah, regardless, it was a great episode. I really enjoyed it. And I think it kind of answered that one question that we had from the very first episode, which was what is this random thing that is infesting Kafka and why did it choose him? Although we didn't, I
Mhm.
guess we didn't get confirmation on what it was or why it chose him. We kind of got confirmation that there are more of these people like Kafka. And
Mhm.
well, it seems like maybe not because the other dude seems like he's not even human at all. That he's actually just
That's what I
disguising
was.
himself as a human.
That's what I was
So,
leaning towards, but it kind of seemed like he was working in the like cleanup department,
mhm.
and the same thing happened. But then he went to the bathroom for who knows how long, and they
Mhm.
actually just went and
We'll see.
attacked this entrance
I
exam.
don't think that was it because um, he had literally just joined the cleanup crew.
Ew.
They call him the new guy. So
Hmm.
I think he is just fully alien. Um,
Then they could turn into humans too.
exactly. So I'm trying to see how it's going to work out and what the dynamic is. I'm also curious to see how long the hiding's going to go with Kafka until they find out that he's a
Hmm.
kaiju, um, and what the reaction is going to be of everybody. It seems like I don't know if they're. I think maybe once they figure out the circumstance of maybe other people can turn into kaiju's, they might want to keep them around.
Hmm.
Who knows? Who knows? It's exciting though. I really liked this episode. It was fun, and I'm excited to see where it goes from here. Um, yeah, it's in Shinomiya being the good girl she was, ended up not ratting on Kafka and saying that she was the one who ended up killing the kaiju. So it seems like she's gonna be on their side now. We got a little squad going. So
Yeah.
it's exciting. It's exciting stuff. I liked it a lot.
Do you think she did that to so she wouldn't snitch on him, or just to take credit for it?
I think wouldn't snitch. I think it was did definitely wasn't to not snitch. Did
Hmm.
you think it was to take credit?
I don't know. The tone in her voice kind of sounded that way, but maybe I'm wrong.
Hmm.
Maybe I'm thinking too much into it.
Interesting. I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. Yeah. I don't know. I'm very curious to see how it plays out. But yeah, it was a good episode 4. I'm very curious to see how the manga looks because I don't know. It's a very interesting animation style for this. So I want to see. I'm very curious to see how the art looks for the manga.
It looks pretty. I think I I bought a bunch of volumes whenever it first came out, and I know I read the first one.
Oh really? Oh
But it looks
nice.
pretty good. I like the art style, or
Hmm.
like the mangako's art style.
Nice. It's pretty cool. Well, I'm glad you like it, and it's pretty awesome as well. I agree. So Um, but anyways, that was Kaiju number 8. Great episode 4. I think it's only gonna be 12 episodes. So what we got like 8 episodes left. So wow, that's still a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So good
8
stuff.
weeks.
We eaten well. Um, man, I really want
Be
to rewatch
occupied.
Chainsaw Man, man.
Oh God, where did
Sorry,
that come
I
from?
know it's just so random, but I was just thinking of it's a short. I don't know, but yeah. Anyways, next show we got My Hero Academia season 7. I,
7 seasons is actually
it
insane.
really
I feel like I
is.
just started watching the show.
I don't.
I remember we were going to a soccer tournament senior year,
Okay.
and like this big episode in season 4 just came out whenever that he was fighting Overhaul,
Mm-hmm.
and
God, that was
we were
season
watching it
4.
with our coach. That's such like a core memory for me.
That's awesome. What?
I was
That's
like,
so sick.
what? But it's been so long.
It has been. It's
Like
been since high
season 4
school.
was in 2020, and then I don't
When did the show?
even know
Yeah,
when it's
it's crazy.
2018,
Is that when it started?
maybe if I would to guess.
Gosh,
6
that's
years.
ridiculous. It's been 6. Wow, wow. That is kind of crazy to say out loud. Um,
Yeah.
let's see. When did My Hero Academia? Yeah, May 5th, 2018. You called it.
May 5th?
Yeah, May 5th.
That's today. Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
That
That's what we're titling this show. That's so random. What the hell?
is so weird. Maybe
Happy
they planned that. I don't know.
happy birthday. Well, it's Sunday. It came out yesterday, didn't it? So,
No? Oh, did
yeah.
it?
I think it came out on
I don't know.
Saturday. But regardless, happy birthday, my hero. It's 6 years
It's kind of
old.
crazy.
It's a little baby. It's old enough
6
to
years.
starting like kindergarten or first grade. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And the little boy's that's actually, oh my god, I cannot believe I just said that and
Six.
how real that sounds. 6. God, if we had a baby, Ben, they'd be first grader right now. That's insane.
Is that how that works?
I think so. But
Hmm.
wow, 6 years is not long. God, time is so
No.
short, bro. Time, what is? Anyways, let's get back into our bubble here for a second. So yeah, My Hero season 7 came out. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we only got like one more season left.
I think
Cause
so. The manga's about to end.
oh
I feel
really?
like it's definitely got to a turning
Is the
point.
anime pretty close to the manga?
Uh, I think enough for another season
Okay.
would be doable.
Wow. Okay. So I'd say that's pretty close. Wow. Okay. That's kind of crazy.
Hmm.
Well, yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully, yeah, it ends soon. I don't know, Ben. I'm not gonna lie. I've kind of, it's hard for me to get back into My Hero. Maybe it's because I was so disconnected from it for so long.
Uh-huh.
I think between seasons 5 and 6, I, I didn't watch them really, and then I kind of just binged it with my buddy one night while I was preoccupied. We'll say that. And
Remember that.
yeah, so yeah, it was just I don't know. It's just kind of a blur for me. Maybe it's just because I associate it so much with high school and just like a
Yeah,
kid show. I don't
that's
know.
that's definitely a valid answer. I know season 5 really was that the festival season.
Yeah,
I think that definitely drove a lot of people off.
yeah. But and now it's
And
like I don't know. I just feel like since this gap between 6 and 7, like I'm supposed to be drawn back into the world. Like oh, Japan is all it's decaying. You know, chaos is ruling the city, and I just don't feel that. I'm not invested like I should be. And I don't know, that's definitely on my part, but I don't know. That's just how I feel watching
I
it.
just
I feel so
the
disconnected from the world.
it's definitely something that's like kind of hard to keep up with
Hmm.
if you like just watch it season to season.
Hmm.
I think you kind of just forget what's going on.
Yeah, I think
And
that's it
also the
too.
studio, it doesn't I don't think they do a good job of making it feel like, oh, there's this giant war going on in Japan.
Yeah.
It just kind of feels like a normal day.
Hmm.
Kind of, I mean, I don't know.
And maybe
And
because
that's
it's
what
the
everyone
tone.
complains about.
I think because too, it's like we get introduced to the Star and Stripe character, and then
Hmm.
just immediately he's fighting her on there's like on some in the middle of the sky, and it's daylight and it's bright, it's very shiny and sunny, and it's like
Hmm.
I'm not really getting the threatening tone here that Shigaraki
Yeah.
is supposed to be giving off. And I think that was kind of the issue again with the vigilante Deku, which in the manga the panels are hard, like it looks so badass, but
Yeah.
in the anime I was just like really? And then I don't know. I just can't take. And then you heard me chuckling while we were watching the episode, man. I don't know if I could just take the class seriously. Is like these are the people that are gonna save Japan, you
Hmm.
know? And
Yeah, I
they,
hate this. I was thinking about that when I was watching the intro. I
yeah,
hate how they're still associating everything with this stupid, like, random high school class with a guy
yeah.
that throws sticky balls off its head.
And I think that's
Like,
the
it's.
issue too. Is that I think they need to disassociate that. I think that's what's so good about like Attack on Titan, right? Is we start off with this whole world where everything's so in a bubble. You know, it's a bunch
Hmm.
of friends in the scout regiment, and then it's like, okay, let's abandon that and let's focus on out of the like 15 characters, let's pull like four of them and center everything else around those four. and be
Yeah.
like, things have gotten gritty and dark, and now it's up to us, the best of the best, to go out there. Which would be like, in this case, you'd have like what? You'd have Deku, Bakugo, Todoroki, and then maybe like Uraka, and then maybe one
Yeah,
other person
that's
from the class, and
that's it.
then
There's only like
just have that the
like
other characters be like support that show up in every other panels, just helping out people in the background while these guys are the ones carrying. Is what they should do.
mhm. That's it. I'll let you watch the season.
Yeah,
That's all I'll say. I don't want to say too much.
no, I totally get it,
But
and I've seen a couple spoilers, and I know one or two things I feel, but I'm just like I saw that panel one time of that one character, but that's very vague.
that is so very
Yeah,
vague.
it was a female character. Maybe that'll help.
No,
Yeah,
maybe give it time.
and so I was just like, I don't know. I'm just like, I want to get to that point already, I guess is my thing. Like, I've heard these things in the manga and these panels, and I'm just like, I feel like that is such a leap from where it is at now, and I don't get the gritty tone, and I think that's kind of the thing that throws me off is that, yeah, I think everything you said is so valid in the sense that they keep associating everything with this high school group, and then that associated with the bright colors. It's just that's what I think my Demon Slayer does so well is that everything is shot at night, but it's lit up by the colorful, aspects of the characters' abilities, like with Zenitsu and
Hmm.
his lightning, and uh, Tanjiro and his like fire breathing. It lights up the environment and doesn't rely on just the sun, right? So,
Hmm.
I mean, I guess that's also because demons can only appear at night, but um, still, regardless, it helps the
Yeah,
tone exactly is what I'm saying. Because if it was shot in the day, it would definitely not have the same pizzazz, if you will.
yeah, yeah.
But I don't know. That's just some of my few quirks with my hero.
Oh,
Yeah. But yeah, I guess we could just talk about the rest of the episode. We get our introduction of Star and Stripe, who, my God, that is such an OP quirk. Um,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. It's kind of
that's
insane.
insane. So okay, I didn't understand. Is she the reason that she's all buffed up? That's from one of her quirks. That's from her quirk, right? She's saying
Yeah,
she
so
says
she
she
can use
can
like two
twice.
orders,
Mm-hmm.
and she's using one on herself all the time to make her stronger,
Mm-hmm.
and the other one she can do whatever with.
Okay. Interesting. That's yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting. And then we see so basically the whole episode we pretty much see her with Shigaraki fighting, and at the beginning of the episode we get Deku kind of getting reintegrated back into society after, leaving. And why were people mad at him? Why didn't people want him to come back? I forgot.
Why
Uh
didn't they?
yeah, is it just because they thought that he would bring villains to them to try and kill him?
Yeah,
And so they were
yeah,
just
pretty much. Since everyone was after him, they were like, "Oh, if he comes here, then
because it got
everyone
revealed
else
that
is
his
gonna come
quirk
in."
is one for all, right?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Gotcha. That's right. Man. See, like I'm
Yeah.
just like whenever I'm just like it's there. Like the elements are there, dude. I just think the
It's
execution needs to be better. And I think it does have so much more potential. But I think that they're just afraid to abandon this trope of I don't know.
I don't know why.
Like
I don't know
just
why they are.
I feel like
Like,
there's this stereotype that needs to be broken about shonen, and I think recently it has been. I think Chainsaw Man was a great example of that. Is that shonen don't have to just be this cookie cutter hero saving the villain, right? I mean,
mhm,
it can get deeper than that, and I think that's what My Hero needs to do, and maybe it will do that eventually, but from what I've seen, it hasn't yet,
mhm.
and I think it needs to take that step because it's gonna suffer. I think like
I will say the manga does a really good job at this. Like,
really.
if you read the chapters in the manga of this episode,
Hmm.
I think you'd be like 20 times more invested
Really?
in the story.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what I need to do then.
But
Maybe
it
I'll give it a
just
shot.
sucks because everyone, I think you get much more enjoyment out of it if it's adapted right
Of
and
course. Of course.
there's voice acting in it and you can see the panels like animated
Yeah,
out.
come to life.
But sometimes you can't, and that sucks.
Yeah, like I mean, like I think that's the thing. I'm not like I don't feel threatened by All for One seeing him on screen.
Hmm.
Like the same way I see Sukuna um or just Makima or any other like Chainsaw Man villain or things like that is whenever I see or like whenever I see the demons, the upper demons in Demon Slayer. Whenever
Mhm.
I see those dudes on screen, I'm like at the edge of my seat, being like, oh my god, these dudes can do anything at any moment in time to make people to harm our
Yeah.
characters, to harm our main crew. But it's like whenever I see All for One, I'm just like, what are you gonna do? So
Yeah.
I just don't feel threatened, and I think that's a part of the problem for me. And we will. Hopefully it'll get fixed. I really want to like My Hero. I do. I love superheroes and the whole superhero genre as a whole.
Hmm.
And I want My Hero to succeed. I want it to showcase that it could you can have these shows succeed, but it's struggling for me. It's been definitely struggling for me in that department. So that's just my opinion. But yeah, Ben, anything else to say about My Hero?
I don't think so.
Fair.
We talked about it a lot. Or we expressed our opinions.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, I need to. I like I said, it's just not for me personally so far. But like don't get me wrong, I don't think it's a bad show. So I'm going to keep watching it. I want to see how it ends because I'm very curious. I am curious.
Hmm.
I just hope it goes in the right direction. Gosh, remember the simpler times, Ben, when we would just complain about the beef between the manga fans about if Attack on Titan's ending was good.
Yeah.
Those are such better times.
Yeah.
I cannot
It's
believe that was a debate. Wow, it was such a good ending.
right. Thank
It
you.
was such a good ending. Um, yeah,
Every time I talk to someone about it, they're like, "What? Dude, that was terrible. What are you talking about?"
I'm just
Like,
like,
what? I thought it was
how
really
would you have
good.
wanted it to end? How would you have wanted it to end? Is like
That
what
was
I'd
my
say.
exact argument. I'm like, what? That's how it ended.
Hmm.
Like, what are you gonna do? Like, whine and complain till he changes it? He kind of did. I'm not gonna lie. He had
He
a few extra
did. He added.
panels.
What was the? So
But
did he add those extra panels in the movie? I think I've asked you this before, but I
I don't
forgot.
know. I know they were in the manga
Yeah.
or the volume when it was released, but yeah, I think I did. Yeah,
I
I think it was
s-
the whole thing with the bombs and then the kid fighting the tree.
mm, so that the cycle of war just continues.
Yep.
So it wasn't a happy ending, is what he was trying to get at. Is that it was all for
Yeah.
not
It was
nothing,
all for
but
nothing. No,
okay.
it was. I
Well,
like that. I think that's cool.
but I
I don't
don't
know.
think it was for nothing, and I think that's what's the beauty of
And
the
at his
ending,
time, it wasn't. But his whole thing was to like
to
end
preserve
this
it
cycle.
for his friends, to make sure that they
Yes.
live a
Yeah.
happy
Yeah.
happy life, and they did, and for
It did.
generations they did. But eventually, as Fallout 4 always says, war never changes, and it comes back. But I think,
Oh, it was a great.
yeah, I still need to
I
watch the
watched
last
it. I
episode.
finished it.
I still need to
Finished it
watch
the
the
other
last
day.
episode. It's been great. It's wow. Hats off to Fallout. What a great show. If you guys are looking for a video game show out there, check it out. Check it
Oh,
out. But yeah, I think that's a good place to wrap it up. Ben, what do you think?
yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gosh, so exciting, so fun. Um, but yeah. Anyways, guys, that's been episode 84 of the Otaku Brothers podcast. I don't even know if we said that at the beginning of the episode, but this is episode 84. So almost to 100. Almost been doing this.
Almost.
Almost been doing this for 100 weeks. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
So, yeah. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you all enjoyed the show. Thank you all so much for sticking around and watching every single week and episode. We love y'all. Thank you for the support on the shorts. It's been great. And we look forward to seeing you all next week with hopefully a cool video out. So, little teaser.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. But, anyways, you guys have a good night. Stay safe. And happy summer. We're almost there. Oh my god, by next week, Ben, we'll be done with the class. Oh, god. I'm so excited.
Is this what the kids do these days?
What?
This.
What is that? What is that?
You've never seen this?
No.
The K-pop girls doing the little hearts.
Is that what those are?
Yeah.
Little hearts?
No, it's
I don't know.
your thumb and your index.
Like that?
I don't know. I don't know. I always see people doing that.
I don't know. I can't get into K-pop. It's interesting.
Neither can I.
Yeah, but all right. We love you guys. Have a good one. Bye.
Bye bye.
Arrivederci.
Peace.
6 a.m. and I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and